Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Super Breakdown. Today we'll be looking at the ASW-G-11 Gundam Gusion Rebake, piloted by Akihiro Outland. The Gusion Rebake is another DLC suit, but it does have some pretty nifty things to it that might make it worth your time. Hopefully by the end of this video we'll have determined whether it was a right choice for you to purchase or not. Has the basic shot, 70 damage, not bad. The charge, pretty good, pretty fast, linear rifle, but no real homing on it at all, as you can see. You have the smooth bores, which are pretty good. You can get some slight movement out of them, but not much. Pretty much stops you in place in normal mode. But they do some pretty decent damage. Then you have the stun in the form of the axe. If you land that, it's a guaranteed stun. Have a standard melee. You have back melee, which is a counter. It's actually really cool. You can even counter the forward melee. You can even counter bursts with it, which is very nice. And I have fallen prey to it far too many times online. Side melee, too bad. Obviously, what you want to do, well, let's see if we can counter it. Come on, Guileo. Come on, Guileo. Go for it. Nope, I was too late. Obviously, with the side melee, what you're going to be wanting to do is to try and mix up your combo. As you can see, the two-hit combo there was fine, but if you mix it up by going in, you can really get some decent, really nice damage in. Just like this. Then we have R-Burst, which I somehow missed with, even though I was right above him. It's a melee burst. It looks really cool. I'll show it to you in the second half of the match. Then we have aiming mode, which is tied to the R2. Or RT. So aiming mode makes your shots track a little better and makes them fire a little bit faster, but take longer to charge. You also get more movement on the smooth bores. So for instance, now you can do this and it'll halt your movement, but not just a complete stop the way that it did before. And the axe fires a little bit slower, I believe, which is the only one that I believe fires slower, based on what I can see. Now, when you're in aiming mode, you only have the one melee attack. So, you need to capitalize on that to perform a combo to switch back if you don't want to manually switch. Because you can switch back if you connect with a full combo. Now, when should you use aiming mode? When should you not use aiming mode? What's the proper time? We'll get into most of that in the second round for capitalizing on it. But, as you can see already, the Gusion Rebake is extremely good in melee, with some pretty good mid to long range options, especially because of aiming mode. So now we ask, should you use and should you buy the Gusion Rebake? If you like suits that are a mix between melee and range, then you should absolutely buy it. If you like suits that are mostly melee and that have some fun ranged options, you should pick it up. If you like suits that really just let you capitalize on getting in with those melee combos, doing a bunch of damage, and then switching to a different mode to be able to kind of catch up, then for sure you should buy the Gusion Rebake. But if you're somebody who just likes straight melee and wants your suit to be dedicated to that, then the Gusion Rebake may not be for you. If you're somebody who likes ranged and for the suit to be dedicated to that, then the Gusion Rebake, again, may not be for you. I think it's worth it, just for the sheer uniqueness that is the aiming mode and how different it is to everything else. And then I have not been able to pull off the Ora combo. It's really cool. I'm really bad with combos in this game. But I'll switch back over here. I normally, because we asked the question, when should you switch? I normally do a nice melee combo, get some damage in on him. And then after my melee combo, while he's knocked away and down, preferably, I'll switch over to aiming mode so that I can begin beating on him. Also, fun little thing, if you're higher up, that forward smash does more damage, which is really cool. And here's the burst. Very cool, as you can see. Uses the extra arms to punch. Very nifty. Again, the fact that this thing has a melee counter and a dedicated stun, it's a really good melee suit, and I think if they hadn't included the aiming mode, it would have been one of the better melee suits in the game. But because they included the aiming mode, I think it's one of the best versatile suits. It gives you options for just about everything. Being able to do this and then do this, followed by those homing in, then switching back, although he's going to be at range, so let's switch back to him. It just gives you so many options at all times for how you want to do damage. Most of the Gusion stuff is not movement, it's damage based, but I think because of that, the Gusion is a very fun CP. With all that said though, I have been Trey. This has been the Full Spectrum, and remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that the Gusion Rebake has to offer.